Welcome back, guys, with another Marvel feature fight content, and this time around I'm talking about Rogue. You can see she has one of the coolest idle animation in the game. Currently, her biometric acquisition chance have been 200%, and you can get twice as much bio as possible. To get the bios, you need to go to the epic quest, go to the tracking mission, and then going wrong. Or you can go to her character and press his bio, and you can select the stage. Make sure you play the last stage, and you can auto clear it. And let's count how many bios we are getting. So that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 into 4 32 plus 2, so 34 bios per day. Don't miss out. Either you buy his paywall uniform or not, get her bio, and so that you can make her level 80. And another way to get her bio is to this dimension mission 8x clear, and you can get 40 bios here, but it's pretty costly. But if you are sniping for some rare paywall uniform, you can get some extra rogue bio there. So this is the current build for my rogue. She is having some audience blessing, all skill level maxed. Her passive here, all debuff increase, is like Captain Marvel. I love this passive, and she's rocking with a 200% obelisk. Although I had an judgment equipped on her, as she deals mind damage and lightning damage. So her skill animation is pretty awesome. As you can see, the graphics according to 2020 or 2029, it's pretty amazing. It's top notch, and she was meta for the time being. So what I will do today is to try out her on stage 9 of Knull and Mephisto. So I'm using Polaris support and Valkyrie support, and Polaris lead and support and Valkyrie. So that's basically uh, double support and lead. The as far as the rotation goes, it's 3 4 5. You can do one cancel sometimes to get charge up the tier 3 skill, but the second skill is pretty tricky. Most of the time it doesn't apply. Actually, it's a delay start, and if you cancel it early, it doesn't count. So that's a fact. And the increased debuff duration passive allows her 200% proc to be a 240% proc. So that's interesting. And her accumulation on third skill is actually upon damage received. So that's something like Sharon Rogers. So when you press the third skill, you need to absorb some damage to get true damage here. So that's bit tricky with some world boss, those who doesn't attack you much, like Null or something. So that's the thing to consider. As you can see, she is dealing pretty much damage around 4 to 6 per rotation, and it's actually better because she's good with a judgment, and I am using proc. So she is not that much proc friendly, I would say, because yeah, the procking with her is easy, but her proc actually doesn't allow you to get the full benefit of the proc because her skill animation is so short. So that's the thing to consider. I hope they improve things with his paywall uniform for those who is getting it. And for those who doesn't get her old uniform, you can always get her uniform here, back in this Excaliber uniform. It's pretty value for money, I would say, because $20 is too much for me. And as you can see, she is doing pretty good with my mediocre account, and not so good build, and not without a CTP. So when she get to level 80, I'm pretty sure she will be, if not meta, a close to meta character. and she is a fan favorite, and her animation in this uniform is pretty great. As you can see, the new Odin's fifth or sixth skill is similar to this, and she overally it's a very interesting kit with these old uniforms. So let's see what Dave does with the next update. So lately their update is not so good, so that's the thing to consider. And the sneak peek and news was so delayed that uh, I would agree with Senecalex that the actual developers or first team is on the vacation, and the B or C or D team is working on the updates. So that's the thing. So as you can see, for with 90% pierce on stage 9 Knull, uh, a level 72 or 3-year-old uniform, it's pretty decent, I would say. Although on level 80 she will be pretty awesome, I believe. So that's it, guys. I couldn't skip most of the phases with her. So obviously she can clear with an worse rotation than these, and she doesn't have super armor, so she's getting get broken. So I have deals a rotation, and wait for Thor to come. So as you can see, you can easily finish it with 1 minute in hand, and if your account is better than mine, obviously you can get better timing. And so I would say her old uniform, the Excaliber one, is still good for average players, and if you skip the paywall uniform, it won't be that bad because she will have access to level 80. So let's go to Mephisto, guys, and here she will have type advantage against Mephisto. So I'm using the same double support with Polaris lead, and clear this stage 9 of Mephisto. I can use third skill to accumulate some damage, but I missed it, but it don't matter. She's pretty viable in my opinion. Actually, she was carrying my ID when I quit the game. She was meta at that time, and I built her by then and didn't remove the Odin's Blessing. Actually, I'm against unequipping Odin's Blessing, although it's only 75 crystals per Odin's Blessing unequip, but it's add up. So I actually forgot this phase because for my current WBL characters, I always skip these phases and one shot or two shot to the next phase. But that's it. She's doing great, 4 minutes and already in the next phase. As a level 70 character, it's pretty good or decent, if not good, for my account. My account is not a top notch account, so that's okay for me. As you can see, she is dealing 2 or 3 bar worth of damage, or maybe I got caught up. So that's actually 4 or 5 bar damage on her T3 rotation, and actually I don't get full advantage of my obelisk. It's actually light damage and 200% proc, and only 2 of her skill is light damage. I think 4 or 5th and 3rd or something like that. So if you build her correctly and at level 80, she would carry your account easily. So when she's she doesn't need to be level 80. At level 72, she will be crashing through these stages and fly through all of these phases. And as it will be paywall uniform, it would be much more easier. And if you don't buy her paywall uniform, you can get all the benefits because she will have access to tier 4 and level 80. So with the for those F2P or low spending player who won't get her uniform and already have this Excaliber uniform, you can do that. And always for the free to play players with a level 80 rogue with this much power and potential, I would suggest everyone to buy at least this uniform, if not the paywall uniform. uh, it's a huge advantage to get a tune like this. And interesting thing is, only a very few character has the healing tag, and rogue is one of them. With this uniform actually, so this uniform is a win-win. And for the paywall uniform, that's another case, because whales or high spending players always have the upper hand in this game. But for the F2Ps, that's not actually too much bad in Rock's case, because her uniform at after 3 years, it's pretty great. So as you can see, I have already cleared with 1 minutes and 20 seconds left, and with a judgment or level 72, it will be almost as fast as any other character. So that's it guys, that's my showcasing for rogue. And here's my card. I won't do any higher world boss, as she is level 70, and level 70 character tends to do less good. I am over the cap on attack speed and ignore dodge. What I am using on, I'm using attack speed on her gear, so she can be improved. And hope to see you guys with the next update, and thanks for your support. Must buy this uniform even you miss the paywall uniform. Thanks for your support, and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys, see you in the next video.